Hello students, welcome to Apex Classes EduTech. I am Shiksha Bansal and today we are going to start Dust of Snow. This is the poem of class 10th that is taken from First Flight. As we know, there are two books of 10th class, First Flight and Footprints Without Feet. So this is of First Flight. First of all, if we are taking the title of this poem, that is Dust of Snow. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning of dust of snow is small particles of snow. Now I think you understood very well. Dust of snow, that is the small particle of snow. And written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost, he was a very famous poet and was an American poet. So now we will start. First of all, we will take a glimpse of about the poet. Robert Frost, basically he wrote many poems, many novels. So this Dust of Snow is taken from his collection. So Robert Frost was an American poet, famous American poet, and he was born in 1874 and died in 1963. Okay, he became one of America's rare public literary figures. Means he was well-known poet of America, almost an artistic institution, and he was admired for showing human emotions. Most of the poem that was written by Robert Frost that shows the human emotions. Just like you can say, there are some of the poems that you will read or might be you had already read. Just like that is the famous poem of Road Not Taken. That is also famous poem. And Dust of Snow that we are reading now, Fire and Ice. Okay, these are the some famous poems that you will read now or might be later on, or might be you already read about this. These are some famous poems. Through these poems, he is showing human emotions. Human emotions, and human emotions means just like happiness, sadness, okay, but he is giving a deep message to us through these poems. He is giving a very deep message to us. Just like through this poem, that is a very simple poem of 8 lines, 4 lines in one stanza, 4 lines in second stanza. But there are very deep messages that we will come to know later on. It seems it's a very easy. There is no difficult meanings also. It's a very easy, but there is a very deep meaning, deep message that we will get through this poem. So Robert Frost actually basically very famous poet. Now we will take the introduction of this poem through this. Now just like the Dust of Snow is a brief poem, as I told you, it's a very short poem. Brief poem means it's a very short poem. Only there are 8 lines, okay, 4 lines in a stanza. So it's a short poem written by Robert Frost. These poems tells us that a simple movement has a large impact. Basically, you can say this is the message that is given by Robert Frost in this poem, that is a simple movement has a large impact. Just like that is a very simple movement. What movement? We will discuss in this poem that a crow was there and he shook the dust of particles, dust of snow, and that fell down on poet and it changed poet's mood from sadness to happiness. So that is the very simple movement, but it has a large impact. Large impact means it's changed the poet's mood. Through this poem, poet is telling us that his mood, sad mood, was changed into happy mood because of this only simple action. This is the very simple action. Okay. So here, due to the simple action of crow, his mood was changed. His sorrow was washed away by the light shower of snow of dust. So here, poet is conveying message to us that a simple action can change or having a significant or important fact. So we will discuss that also. Now, I will explain you through the picture. You just see this picture, see my drawing, then easily you can understand what poet want to say us. See, there is a tree, okay, and what is the name of this tree? Hemlock tree. You know what is hemlock tree? Actually, hemlock tree is a poisonous tree, okay. This is a poisonous tree, means you can say it's a negative reference of nature. Clear? Negative aspect, or it shows the negative reference of the nature. So there are two things that are describing by the poet in this poem. First, hemlock tree, and there is a crow who is sitting. Okay, this is a crow who is sitting on this tree. Clear? So you can see that first thing and second thing, first is a black crow and second is hemlock tree. Both are showing the negative aspect of our nature. Before starting this poem, before starting this explanation, I want to tell you that nature is the most important impact on us, and as well as actually nature is the best teacher of us. How? Because nature teaches. These are the negative aspect of nature. Crow, do you like the sound that is made by the crow? Do you like that sound? Cow sound. Whenever a crow is sitting on your roof, on your building, then what do you want? You just want it must be go away from here, because you don't like, and the color is also black. So, and we don't like that black color. So wearing, I'm not talking about the clothes as a aspect, it is negative aspect. Okay, same hemlock tree, that is a poisonous tree. Do you like poison in your life? No. We like rose flowers, kind of flowers, they're colorful flowers. Okay, the tree that give us shades, that give us shade, and as well as vegetable, fruits, we like these type of tree. A poisonous tree we don't like. So both are indicating here negative references. But see, both are the part of nature also, but how it make the impact on poet, we will see here. These are the picture, this is the scene. In the first stanza, we will get this scene. A poisonous tree is there, a crow is sitting on this tree, and on this tree there are some snow particles. Okay, snow particles, you can say this is the dust of snow. And what happened when poet came here? This is poet, or you can take as a person also. When poet came here with sad mood, he just passed away from this side, from this path. Then when he was sitting under this hemlock tree, then what happened? This crow shook the tree. Okay, this crow shook the tree, and what happened? When he was shaking, then what happened? The dust of snow fell on poet. These are the dust of snow, and it fell on poet. Clear? Because of this activity of the crow, this simple action of the crow, poet's mood changed from sad to happy. Overall, we are getting all these things in this poem. So I think now you will very understand through this picture that in the first stanza what we are getting, there are three things: a poisonous tree, hemlock tree, a crow was sitting on this tree. When he shook the dust of snow on poet, that is not clear that where it fell, on poet's shoulder or poet's head, it is not clear. But when it fell down on poet, then what happened? poet's moods changed from sadness to happiness. So basically, poet wants to give a message to us that a simple act or movement can change or have a large impact. Okay, so and it saved the remaining part of the day of poet. So this is overall picture of this poem, and through this picture you will understand. Now see, we will take stanza wise also. First stanza, I told you there are only 4 lines in first stanza. In the second stanza also there are 4 lines. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. First of all, we will take the rhyming scheme. If we are talking about the rhyming scheme, crow, snow. So this is crow, snow. This is A, then me, tree. Rhyming scheme. There is a rhyming scheme. So me, tree. Okay. So in the first stanza, you can say rhyming scheme is AB, AB. So this is a poetic device. You must know this one also. That is why I am explaining this. Now take it. The way a crow shook down on me. Shook. This is the first. This is the second form of shake. Shake means just like shake, shake, milk shake. Okay, mix. That is you. But here what is happened? He shook down. He shook down on me. That because of the action of the crow, what happened here? He shook down some particles, dust of snow. Then what happened? Shook down on me. Me. This word refer for poet. Okay. The dust of snow. Already I told you. Snow particles. Snow particles. You know very well, small snow particles. That is the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. That is a poisonous tree. Okay. So these are the negative reference, negative aspect of nature, and this is dust of snow. That is because of the simple activity of poet, simple activity of crow, poet's moods changed. And how it's changed? Just see. In the second stanza, we will get it. That has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. That is first of all. Again, we will take the rhyming scheme. Heart, part. This is because in the first AB, AB. Now heart, part. That is the difference. So we will take it as C, C. Mood, rude. Mood, rude. So this is DD. So what is the rhyming scheme of this poem? AB, AB, CD, CD. Clear? Has given my heart. My heart means that is the poet's heart. Has given my heart a change of mood. I told you earlier, when poet came there, at that time his mood was very upset and he was very sad on that day. Okay, and he just said sitting down. He just sat down under the tree, under the hemlock tree, and saved some part of a day I had rued. Rued means held in regret. Okay, rued means held in regret. So here poet is saying, because of that simple action of the crow. What was the simple action? What simple action? If we are talking about the simple action, then what is the simple action? Crow shook down some dust of snow. Okay, that was the simple action. And how it impact on poet's mood? Poet's mood changed. Okay, poet's mood changed. from sad to happy. And due to this activity, he had saved some remaining part of the day. Otherwise, what happened? He regret remaining day because he was upset, he was very sad. So in that condition, what would be happened? He would just regret and repenting in whole part of the day, remaining part of the day. And in that condition, what happened? He would not engage himself in some productivity, in some creativity. Because if you are happy, then in that condition you will use your time in some creativity or productivity. But here his mood was very upset, he was very sad, then he was just regretting and repenting in whole day. So here poet is saying that this crow's activity saved my remaining part of the day for being wasted. Okay, so this is the poem overall that we see in this poem. We are getting message also. Now what poet want to say here, that same in our life also there are many problems, many obstacles, many difficulties, and we never knows from where these difficulties come, when it will become. We don't know about this all. But in that condition, what should you do? Don't cry, don't stop all the work. You just try to solve that all the problems. Through this, if you are just stopping your all activity, if you are just crying, then in that condition, can you solve your problems? No. So you should overcome from these all obstacles, because this is a part of our life. Obstacles are also part of our life. There is not a single person who never face any obstacle. So you should just try to overcome from that situation. Then you can use your remaining part of the day, remaining part of time in productivity and creativity. And second thing, poet is saying that nature is the best teacher for human being. All parts of the nature, either it is positive or negative. Here crow and hemlock tree, both are the negative references, but both teach the poet that and it saved the remaining part of the day of the poet. So here this is the overall explanation of this poem. Now we will discuss poetic device, that is very useful. You should come to know about this poetic device. Already I told you about the rhyming scheme. Rhyming scheme, what rhyming scheme is used here? In first stanza AB, AB, and in the second stanza CD, CD. As I told you when I was explaining. Second thing, alliteration. Alliteration was used in this poem. Alliteration means, first of all, you should know what is the meaning of alliteration. Alliteration meaning that using of repetition of, you can write down, repetition of consonant, repetition of consonant words. For example, you can see repetition of consonant word in these lines. I'll tell you. Has given my heart. In this line, H and H. This H, so that is a consonant. You know very well. There are 26 alphabet, 5 are vowels and remaining 21 are consonant. So H and H, you are getting, these are very closely packed in a line. So this is the repetition of consonant. So that is called alliteration. Second example, you can take it. Saved some part. So there S, S. Again this is the repetition of consonant. So that is the alliteration. Okay. Third poetic device that is used in this poem, that is enjambment. Okay. What is the meaning of enjambment? See, in this stanza and in first stanza, you can see, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. A single sentence is there and that continuously move from one line to next line. There is no punctuation marks, there is no full stop, no comma at the end of these lines. So in these there is a complete sentence. Okay, so that is called enjambment. When a sentence move from one line to another without punctuation. Okay, without punctuation. Punctuation though you know very well, no comma, no full stop there is, so that is called enjambment. These three poetic devices are used in this poem: rhyming scheme, alliteration and enjambment. You must know about the alliteration also and enjambment also. So here our poem is completed. I hope you understood very well. Now we will discuss some important questions. From first stanza, it is asked that what was the poet's mood, where he was sitting, and who changed poet's mood. Poet mood was sad mood. Okay, and he was sitting under the hemlock tree, and due to the simple action of crow, it changed the poet's mood from sadness to happiness. These are the simple questions that is mostly asked. And what happened after that? After that simple action of crow from second stanza. So what happened after that action? That poet saved his remaining part of the day from being wasted, and he used his remaining time in creativity, in productivity. Clear? These are the simple questions that is mostly asked. One more important thing, what is the underlying message of the poem Dust of Snow? This is a 2 marks question mostly asked in exam. So you can write on what message we are getting. Already I told you that what message we are getting. If we are talking about the message of the poem, then we discuss in the starting also what message we are getting. The nature is the best teacher, and don't regret and don't repent in obstacles during problem. Okay, so this is the message. You can write down in your own words. So write down, the poet is giving us a very deep message What message? You know very well that enjoy the nature utmost. Okay, means there is no negativity in nature. All things, whatever is presented in nature, they are very useful to us. They are giving a very good message to us. So enjoy the nature utmost, and don't regret and repent during difficulties. Okay, during difficulty. Clear? This message also. And positive, and have positive outlook, and have positive outlook towards the simple action. There is a positive outlook towards the simple action, and just like in this poem we are getting, that was the simple action done by the crow, but it changed the poet's mood. So this is the message that is given by the poet in this poem. The poet is giving us a very deep message that enjoy the nature utmost, and don't regret and repent during difficulties, and have positive outlook towards the simple action, towards the simple movement. Clear? This message is given. Mostly this is asked. So you just write down this answer. Next, that question is of related 8 marks question. Mostly this is also asked. Might be, it can be mold, but related to this question, 8 marks question mostly asked in exam. So I am giving you here only value point. We will discuss here only value point. Value point means you can add these points for making your answer. So this will be help in your examination. The 8 marks question, so you have to write down in detail this by using these all value points. So first of all, if we are writing what is the value point, that if we are taking that life is full of problems and obstacles. Okay, as we know very well, life is full of problems and obstacles and difficulties. Okay, you can write down this also. That is the simple point as I want to. Life is full of problems and obstacles and difficulties. Now you will elaborate in exam. How will you elaborate? We know very well that there are 2 phases of life. First, that is positivity and negativity, success and failure. Okay, so whenever you are getting problems, so don't cry at that time, don't repent at that time, don't cry or repent during the phase when you are facing the problems or obstacles in your life. Means now you will make the detail. This is the part of life. Solve the problem. Just get up and try to solve all the problems, because only we are responsible for all the problems. Only we are responsible for solution of that all the problems. So you just try to for solving all the problems. So this is the first point. Second, if we are taking, that is the nothing is good or nothing is bad. Means there is nothing good and nothing bad. If you are thinking this is good, if you are thinking this is bad, this is only your state of mind. Okay, so what you are thinking, if you are having positive outlook, then everything will be seen that it is positive. If you are having negative outlook, then that will be negative for you. So have a positive outlook towards everything. Okay, there is nothing good or nothing bad. That is only your state of mind. So change this, remove negativity from your life and just think positive only. Okay, next, best things in our life is free. Very important that best things in our life are free. Very and interesting also, we know very well that whatever the best thing in our life, what is the best thing in our life? Happiness. Okay, that is the best thing in our life. If you are happy, then this is the best thing. So that is the free of cost. Now you are thinking how it is free of cost. I am not talking about materialistic things. I am talking about happiness, and happiness you can get anywhere. Is depend on you. A small child's smile also can give you happiness. So that is free of cost. That smile is free of cost. Mother always happy when her child give a smile. So that is free of cost. So poet is saying, how can you live happily in your life? It's depend on you, that how you are thinking in your life and what are you expecting in your life. So it's depend on you. Next thing, a simple act has a large impact. Very good that from starting to end, I told you a simple act has a large impact. How? A crow. There is a very simple act that is done by the crow. What type of action done by the crow? It shook this dust of particles, fell on Poet. It is not clear. Still, it is not clear where it fell, on Poet's shoulder, on Poet's head, but it changed Poet's mood. Means that was a large impact. It is significant. It is important. So, have positive outlook towards every simple act. Don't think it's a very simple. You just try to get all, because you try to get all the things, all happiness, all importance, whatever behind that simple act. Just like Poet got the happiness due to this simple act. Next thing, this is also important. Have a positive attitude in adverse condition. Have a positive attitude in adverse condition. Adverse condition means that is not in your favor. Adverse condition means that is not in your favor. You can say again difficulty time or obstacles. So have a positive attitude in adverse condition. I told you, think always positive. Have a positive attitude. You can solve every problem in your life. There is nothing that cannot be solved. Everything can be solved. But only your attitude, when your attitude is positive. These are the 5 value points that you can use while you are writing your answer of 8 marks. This is of 8 mark question. You can add these all value points. Then after this you can write very easily, and I think you can write because all of you are very intelligent students. The first point is life is full of problem. Don't cry and don't repent and don't regret. Just try to solve all the problems. Nothing is good or nothing is bad. That is the second point. There is nothing good or nothing bad. It is only your state of mind. What are you thinking? It's depend on you, that what are you thinking. If you are thinking good, that is good. If you are thinking bad, that is bad. Negativity means remove all the negativity from your mind. Best thing in life is free. Yes. Whatever we are getting in from the nature, that is free of cost. Just like if I am talking, earlier I told you materialistic, I am not talking about materialistic things. We need oxygen. Are you paying anything for that? That is very valuable thing. Are you paying anything? No, you are not paying anything. You are getting that free of cost. A mother always get happiness when a child smiles. That is also free of cost. Air, water, food. For food we are paying, but actually nature is not taking anything from us. So everything is free, that is given by the nature. Just like that simple action that done by crow, that was the Poet is not paying anything for that action. A simple act has a large impact. Yes. Don't think this is a simple act. A simple act has a large impact. You can reference this statement with this poem. You can discuss the simple action of this Poet, of that crow. Next, have a positive attitude in adverse condition. Yes, there are some conditions, those are not in your favor. Just like I am talking about your difficulties, your problems. That time you just have a positive outlook, positive attitude. So think positive, be positive, and live in positive condition, of course. So these are the overall. If somebody is asking, if sometimes we are thinking why we are reading this poem, so these are very important points. We are getting a very good message through this poem, and these are very useful to us. Not only for me, for everybody. You are in this age, and these are the very important for you also. If you are thinking I can score 100% marks, definitely you can score, because this is your positive outlook. But for this, you should do hard work, you should revise, you should read. So it's depend on you, what are you thinking, but only thinking is not matter, you have to do some work also. So think positive, you definitely, if you are thinking that I will score good marks, so definitely you can score, but for that you should revise each and everything. So students, here our poem is completed. I hope you understood very well. We will meet very soon, and till that time, stay safe and revise all the word meaning also and all explanation also. But don't forget to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channels.
सब्सक्राइब करें हमारा अपेक्स क्लासेस एडुटेक यूट्यूब चैनल, साथ ही बेल आइकन को क्लिक करना बिल्कुल ना भूलें, ताकि आगे आने वाले सभी यूट्यूब वीडियोस की अपडेटेड नोटिफिकेशंस सबसे पहले आपको मिले। अपेक्स क्लासेस एडुटेक, सब्सक्राइब नाउ।